Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Cultivate Rural Community College Leaders. In our journey together, exploring how to build thriving and engaging teams within our vital institutions, I often find myself reflecting on the individuals who have profoundly shaped my own leadership philosophy. Well, I've been fortunate to work alongside many talented administrators throughout my career in higher education, particularly in my deep commitment to cultivating leaders right here in rural community colleges. One figure consistently stands out: Pat McBride. For over 3 decades, Pat served as the director of new student orientation at the University of Nebraska Lincoln. Think about that impact for a moment. The sheer number of bright eyed college students who passed through his program. Pat possessed a truly rare gift: the ability to take those students and mold them into exceptional leaders. Now, nearly 30 years later, the lessons I absorbed under his guidance continue to resonate deeply within me and inform the work I do with you today. So, what made Pat such an extraordinary boss? It wasn't any single isolated quality, but rather a powerful and unique combination of factors. It all started with his meticulous selection process for his student staff. He didn't just fill slots, he conducted thorough group and individual interviews, demonstrating an uncanny ability to discern potential and character. He then invested deeply in us, providing a comprehensive education about the university and the pivotal role orientation played in a student's crucial transition. But the very foundation of Pat's leadership rested on two seemingly contrasting yet perfectly balanced pillars: incredibly high expectations coupled with genuine, palpable care. Being on time for a meeting under Pat wasn't just about showing up at the scheduled hour, it meant arriving 5 minutes early. This wasn't about arbitrary rules. It's about instilling a fundamental sense of professionalism and a deep respect for everyone's time. Yet these high standards were never delivered in a vacuum. They were always accompanied by a profound sense of care. Pat would open his home to us, sharing meals and those informal yet deeply meaningful moments with his family. Our annual social pool night wasn't just a fun event, it was a tangible demonstration of his investment in us as individuals beyond our role as student staff. The environment Pat fostered was one of continuous improvement and genuine collaboration. As we meticulously prepared the essential information for incoming students and their families, he actively and sincerely sought our feedback. The development of our orientation skits was, in retrospect, a masterclass in constructive criticism. We would perform in front of our peers, who were encouraged to provide honest, sometimes brutally honest feedback. And while it could certainly sting in the moment, this feedback was always delivered with the clear intention of making our presentations better, more impactful. Entire skits were scrapped, and others were meticulously refined based on this open process. This culture of open feedback created a powerful sense of shared ownership and it fostered a remarkably tight knit group, despite our diverse backgrounds and experiences. During my second year working for Pat, I was entrusted with responsibilities that, looking back as an experienced administrator, were truly astounding for an undergraduate student. I was even tasked with rewriting the entire campus tour curriculum. The level of trust Pat placed in us was remarkable. He effectively operated a large scale orientation program for around 5,000 students annually with just an administrative assistant and 4 student staff members. The high expectations he maintained, coupled with the significant authority he confidently delegated, consistently yield exceptional results. The lasting impact of past leadership is vividly evident in the remarkable trajectories of those I worked alongside. My peers from those years have gone on to become chief legal officers at burgeoning startups, vice presidents of student affairs at major Division I research universities, CEOs of influential chambers of commerce, accomplished doctors, and impactful leaders in countless other fields. From Pat, I absorbed invaluable lessons about the undeniable power of holding high expectations, the fundamental importance of genuinely caring for your team as individuals, the absolute necessity of thorough preparation, and the profound impact of entrusting others with significant responsibilities and autonomy. But perhaps the most profound lesson I learned from Pat was the paramount importance of leading authentically. Pat and I were in many ways polar opposites on the Myers Briggs spectrum. He was an ISTJ, and I'm an ENFP. Yet I can still glean immense wisdom from his example by simultaneously forging my own leadership style, one rooted in my own unique strengths and perspectives. The modeling and the deep inspiration I received during my time working with Pat McBride directly influenced my decision to dedicate my career to the world of community college student services. Even now, having reported to four college presidents and one vice president throughout my career, Pat remains the gold standard, unequivocally the best boss I have ever had. His legacy continues to inspire me every single day as I work alongside you to cultivate the next generation of impactful leaders within our vital community colleges. Now, as we talk about building engaged and high performing teams, we are going to consistently reference Gallup's Q12. This is a powerful framework of 12 core elements that consistently differentiate high performing business units. While Pat may not have explicitly used the Q12, his leadership intuitively embodied many of its key characteristics. Think about just a few of the Q12 statements. I know what is expected of me at work. Pat's clear expectations about punctuality, preparation, and the quality of our work directly addresses this. We knew exactly what was required. I have the materials and equipment I need to do my work right. Pat ensured we had the resources, the training, and the information necessary to effectively guide new students. Number three, at work, I have the opportunity to do what I do best every day. By entrusting us with significant responsibilities, like rewriting the campus tour, Pat allowed us to stretch our abilities and contribute in meaningful ways. In the last 7 days, I have received recognition or praise for doing good work. Pat was consistent in providing feedback, both positive and constructive, making us feel seen and valued. Number six, there is someone at work who encourages my development. Pat's investment in our training, his open door policy, and the opportunities he provided for growth clearly demonstrate his commitment to our development. Number seven, at work, my opinions seem to count. The way he actively sought our feedback on orientation material and skits directly fostered a sense that our opinions were valued. Consider also the statement, number nine, my associates or fellow employees are committed to doing quality work. Because Pat set such high expectations and cultivated a culture of continuous improvement, we as student staff held each other accountable. We knew that our individual contributions impacted the success of the entire orientation program and the experience of thousands of new students. This shared commitment to quality became a defining characteristic of this team. And think about the statement, number 10, I have a best friend at work. When I first joined Pat's orientation team, I knew absolutely no one. Yet the environment he fostered, one of shared purpose, intense collaboration, and genuine personal care, created bonds that went far beyond just being colleagues. Many of my closest and most enduring friendships were forged during those formative years working for Pat. That annual social pool night, the shared meal at his homes, these weren't just casual get togethers. They were intentional efforts that helped us connect as individuals to build a strong, supportive network. Pat McBride's leadership, while unique to him, provides a powerful real world example of many of the principles we'll be exploring in this management training course. He demonstrated that high expectations and genuine care are not mutually exclusive. In fact, they are powerful synergistic. He showed us the impact of clear communication, the value of constructive feedback, and the incredible potential that can be unlocked when you trust and empower your team. I understand that each of you bring your own unique strengths, experiences, and leadership style to your roles within our rural community colleges. And that's a powerful asset. Through this management training course, you won't be asked to become a carbon copy of Pat McBride, me, or anyone else. Instead, you'll learn how to leverage your own authentic leadership style, drawing upon the timeless lessons we'll explore and the practical resources provided to cultivate your own engaged, high performing teams. Just like Pat inspired and empowered me, I am confident that you too can create a work environment where your team thrives, contributes their best, and ultimately drives greater success for your students and your institution. Let's get started on that journey together.